Hey Aquarius, this is Star. So I'm about to do your reading for March, but before I do that, I want to apologize for not having your readings out for February. I do want to, I'm going to be completely honest with you. There's something that's not sitting right with the way that the readings are going. I feel as though, I'm kind of forcing things with forcing like having to do a love reading or a finance reading, and I feel like there's something in me that's telling me that I should just whatever comes out comes out. I just feel like that's what's necessary right now. Not to say that it will never be a love reading. If that's what it's meant to be, then that's what it's going to be. Hold on one second, because I have now, okay, sorry, I had a little pop up there. So it may very well be a love reading. It may consistently be love readings. I don't know. But whatever is coming out, that's what I'm going to see. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to read to you. The other thing is that I noticed that, for personal readings, it's a little bit of a different story. But when I'm doing readings for the collective, I feel as though spreads are kind of constrictive for me. I feel like I need to go with the flow more. As I get older, I have been realizing that I don't do well when I'm like too structured, and which is kind of strange for me, to be honest with you, because being a Taurus, like I've always been sort of structured, and that's always what I've strived for. And as I've gotten older, I just realized that just does not work for me. So I'm trying a little bit of a different approach that feels better to me. Hopefully you guys will like it. So let's just start by shuffling the cards here for you. And we're just going to see what comes out. This is more of a freestyle reading. It's not going to be any particular spread. I'm just going to pick up on energies. That is basically all that I'm going to be doing. So Aquarius, let's see. What am I picking up on here? All right. So I'm seeing you so far in a situation. You've been in this situation for quite a while, and you're having some trouble moving on. You're having some trouble with change is what I'm getting here. There may be some heartbreak as well. Okay. All right, let's see. What does Aquarius need to know? March 2021. What do they need to know? What do they most need to hear? Okay, so we're dealing with some emotion. Yeah. Like I said, you've been feeling perhaps a bit stuck in a situation. There's some emotion that you're still processing. You haven't quite healed from this. This could be an ending. Okay, and you're stuck there. You're stuck trying to find your balance again, trying to find your middle ground, trying to find yourself. Let's see what could be going on. What is this? All right. Let's see. Yeah. So this is definitely having to do with somebody else. Either somebody that I'm getting like perhaps like broken promises. Okay, so it's almost as though you're so overwhelmed with emotion that you just don't know where to go from here. You were expecting something, an outcome totally different than what you actually got. And this is, you're not taking this very well, I'm getting. Yeah, there's that star again. So you may have cut off some communication or just, blocked yourself off somehow. I do feel as though you do need that time. Maybe you need time to just be alone and to reflect. I feel you do need to work on yourself. Rest rest, relaxation in order to have this healing and this closure that you're looking for. It may be, I feel as though you suffered some sort of betrayal, perhaps. Somebody may have deceived you somehow. Like I said, it has to do with like broken promises. So something that someone promised you, they didn't follow through, and that is a betrayal in itself. So that's what I'm seeing you're dealing with. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're at the end of your rope here. There's a need to just let this go, Aquarius, okay? You have this tendency to want to hold on. Maybe not a tendency, but this particular situation, you do have this tendency to want to hold on to it. You don't want to let it go. It's really tough for you to make that decision, to finally just move on, you see? And here you are, the King of Swords in reverse. It's really just about letting yourself go, getting out of your head. Stop second guessing yourself and second guessing whether or not it's okay for you to move on from this. I feel like it's a person, like I said, who has disappointed you, has betrayed you. But you wanted to make it work really badly. But the thing is that you can't really do it at your own expense. And I do feel as though you kind of a little bit got into that situation where you were sacrificing yourself for this person. Some of you could have been dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but not necessarily. But again, it's a big decision that requires courage. It requires strength on your part. I just don't feel that you're ready to take the action yet. I feel that you're still processing these emotions before you can make that final decision to move forward. What else does Aquarius need to hear? What else does Aquarius need to know? What can they look forward to in the future? All right, so you are going to get clarity though. We do see the Hangman here in the reverse, which Hangman in reverse is positive because it means that at some point you will no longer be stuck. But when is this going to happen? It's going to happen when you are able to get through the emotions. And in order to get through the emotions, you have to face the emotion. So if you find yourself avoiding having to feel, you know, the pain, the heartbreak, that's not the way to go, because you'll never be able to heal it until you face it. And that's what's happening here. I do feel as though there were secrets revealed regarding somebody that you've been dealing with, someone you had a lot of feelings for. I do get that this is somebody that is not to be trusted. And you know that. You know that now, and that's why you are so hurt. But again, I right at this moment, I don't see you ready yet. I do see that you will be ready, though, in the future. So don't lose hope. You know, things change day to day. And this is going to pass. This is temporary, Aquarius. This is not forever. Okay, this is what you're feeling right now is you're not going to feel this forever. It's just necessary. It's a necessary stage in order for you to make sense of the emotions that you're going through, to make sense of what you have found out, okay, in order to take the right action and to go off into the right direction. That's all this is. Really, you just need to kind of stop and take a look at the landscape and you know, look around and see where you are at this time in your life in order to be able to determine where you're going to go from here. Okay, let's see what has else come out here? So yes, a lot of you, I feel, this is having to do with possibly a marriage, a committed relationship that you are. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of you are hoping, you're still hoping that you can bring this back together. But the question is, is it to your, really to your benefit to bring this back together? For some of you, it may be, and I do see that some of you are hoping that that's going to happen. The thing is, though, I mean, I have to be honest, I see most of you moving on. And those of you who don't move on, those of you who give another chance, okay, who go around for another cycle, I see you right back where you are. I hate to say that, but as much as I hate to say it, I would hate to fill you with hope and then have that cause you to be in the same situation a few weeks from now, a few months from now, a few years from now, especially a few years from now, because all that is time wasted. You know, it's all on how you look at it. All that would be time wasted. And so in these situations, we really have to just look at people's actions and not what their words are telling us, because anybody could say anything, but what are they really showing you with their actions? How are they treating you? Are they showing you what you really mean to them? Yeah, probably they are. It's just that it's not pleasant, you know, what it is that they're showing. I do feel like there are lies here. There continues to be lies. I feel like you continue to try to work on this. Kind of turning a blind eye at certain points. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, especially if it's an Aries, it's just somebody who you cannot count on. I feel like this person may like to feel like they control you. There's very much a sense of breadcrumbing and a sense of wanting control. That's what it seems to be about. So this person may have some issues, you know, within themselves that they need to resolve. And it's not to say that they never will, but maybe they need to go and do that off on their own and then come back to you when they're whole. You know, maybe that's all that this is about. You know, it's going to be different for all of you. So I feel here that it's not that you don't know what to do, it's that you don't have the confidence to act upon it. And so sometimes it's easier to stay in these toxic situations, as difficult as they may be. There tends to be a comfort about them, you know. And it may not be this serious, okay? But I'm going to give you an example of how comfortable it can get. I mean, look at Stockholm Syndrome. You know, people who have they've been abused. They've been, not that you're being abused. It may be in some cases, but I'm not saying that is in your case. But that does happen. You know, we do sometimes get accustomed to being mistreated, and it just becomes norm, and it should never become norm. You know, so I think that the key here is for you to just step into your power, step into your confidence, and understand that, you know, you're really the only person that's holding yourself back. Okay, we have a king and a queen here. Both of them in reverse, and we have a king of wands in reverse. So Yeah. Okay, let's see here. I'm just seeing a lot of emotion. I feel like there's been a lot of tears, and constant, it's like it's been so difficult. Even though I feel like somebody's been like walking on eggshells, even though you have tried to stay out of conflict with this person and not be in this state of constant arguing, or but it still lingers. That tension is still always there, and you just can't seem to get away from it for some reason. As much as you want to change, it just doesn't seem to, and I feel a lot of this issue has to do with your own perception of yourself, of your self-worth. And that is the reason why you are stuck here, because that's what's lacking, the confidence, your view of yourself. Yeah. So really here we have a choice, right? The Hierophant is very much about keeping things, it's about tradition, it's about, keeping things the way that they always have been. But the saying, if you keep doing what you've always been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. And it doesn't look like you've been happy with what you've gotten, Aquarius. So you have a choice right now. Do you want to this is about keep doing what you've always been doing. You have that choice. Or you can put that burden down. It's up to you. So it's really, it's about having that confidence to embrace this change and just go with it. Just go with it. Because you're not happy now. So what have you got to lose, really? I know it's hard, but yeah. I mean, you can absolutely manifest a new reality for yourself here, if you just make that choice. You see, because I see you here trying to avoid having to let this idea of this happy ever after go with this person that you thought was going to be your forever person. I feel like a lot of you, because that King and Queen came out of the same suit, I feel like a lot of you, either you are or you feel like you're with a soulmate. You felt like this connection was destined. You were destined to be with this person, and that may very well be. That may very well be. But don't allow yourself to get carried away with those titles or, those labels. Because, yeah, you may be soulmates. You may have been destined to be together, but that does not mean that you're destined to live a life of unhappiness, or you're destined to be mistreated or to be lied to or to be cheated on. That's not your destiny. Maybe you were meant to have this person in your life to learn that lesson that you deserve better. You deserve someone who puts you up on that pedestal. And so that's why this relationship, it was divinely guided. Yes, it was. But for you and for this other person, the purpose of it was growth for the both of you. Okay? Because this person, if they lose you, then that's a lesson in and of itself. That, I lost this special person in my life because of my behavior, so there is a consequence. If we continue to have bad behavior without consequence, I mean, there's no telling how long that's going to go on for. There is no telling. So let's see, what else? Final message for Aquarius. This happy ending that you have always dreamed of, I see it in your future. It's there. You just have to give yourself the opportunity to open yourself up, because it's something new. It's something that comes after you've healed, after you've let the past go. You see, this past person, it could be this divine masculine or possibly an Aries that you have been dealing with that has caused, you to feel insecure, unstable. You've put a lot into this person, but they just haven't given you the same back, Aquarius. And, it's time to kind of face the reality. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be without love. Love is here for you. You just have to allow for the past to go on its way so that you can be opened to receiving this. So because this was a love reading, I am going to pull some cards here from, this is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. This is by Aqua Moonlight. Messages for Aquarius with regards to this situation, what they need to know. Okay, so we have infatuation, adoration, addiction, compulsion. Unspoken regrets, lost words, disappointment, clashing, differences, incompatibility, conflict. Only you, fixated, attached, hypnotized. Purifying, purge, healing, clear energy. And we have heart song, inner knowing, telepathy, intuition. So yes, I do feel as though you and this person, there is definitely like a spiritual tie. I feel as though you are connected on a spiritual level. There is a bit of a codependency here as well. I kind of feel as though this is a karmic connection for a lot of you. There is a codependency for sure because, quite frankly, like I said, you've become accustomed to, as difficult as this relationship may be, as painful as it has been, but you have become accustomed to it and even possibly addicted to this person, no matter how much pain they have brought you. But the truth of the matter is that there has been conflict, and it doesn't seem like you guys really share, a set of values. Of course, your paths crossed at a point in your life. Yes, the paths did cross, but just because they crossed doesn't mean that you're meant to, your paths are meant to go parallel forever. They're just not. It doesn't seem that way. There is this purifying card here, which talks about clearing the energy. And so, yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling, that it's kind of time for you to let this go, Aquarius, and just release it with love. That's the best way. Be grateful for the lessons, because these lessons will help you in future relationships. If you learn the lessons, of course. And learning the lessons means knowing when to say when to say enough is enough, and drawing that line and saying, I'm not allowing anyone to treat me this way. There's no reason for you to be crying yourself to sleep at night, or feeling anxious, and there's no reason why you should be living this way. And so it's time to purge this. Let yourself heal. Okay, look what's here for you. All right, Aquarius, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Of course, I have turned off my comments because it was causing me some issues with technology issues with some bots that I don't know too much about because I'm not a technology person, but that's why I turned them off. But feel free to send me an email if you guys want to comment on this format. I'm curious to see if you guys like it better. So if you can, shoot me an email, eyesofthestarstarot@gmail.com, or also if you're interested in a personal reading, I am here for you. I have prices for everyone. All the information is in the information box below. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.